Whenever we talk about self-development, number of topics emerge. People start thinking, what are the methods that can enhance your own persona, your own personality, or your own overall mental health? Well, I'll tell you there are a number of things which you can do to improve yourself. Not only improve yourself, but these are the methods which should become part of everybody's life. If it is ingrained in your lifestyle, your suffering will be less, your mental health will be sound, your mental well-being will be very high quality. Now the first is voluntary, जिसे हिंदी में स्वयं सेवा कहते हैं. ये स्व सेवा नहीं है, खुद की सेवा नहीं है, स्वयं सेवा. दूसरों के लिए कुछ बगैर किसी फायदे की इच्छा के हम जब करते हैं, whenever you perform a cause or a duty without expecting anything, or helping others to help them improve, or if you recognize that somebody needs your help and you help them, that is known as voluntarism. It's of great psychological worth. One must get into the habit of giving. It is also a kind of giving. You give your time, your focus, your energy, your thinking. You try to connect and you learn. In fact, human beings never do anything without advantage to self. It may not be obvious. It doesn't mean that you are gaining something material, but of course, you are gaining something psychological and spiritual. When you connect to a cause, you develop an identity, you develop an existential force, you improve your spiritual content, and thus you become more capable. Your psychological capital is much bigger. Your capacity to cope with situation is very high. You learn how to overcome your own difficulties in accepting others. For example, you go to a nursing home or a hospital where elderly people are admitted and you start working for them. Somebody has problem of memory, dementia, stroke, or chronic mental disorder, or severe diabetes with complications. What happens then? You start identifying with them and their suffering. You built your identity to prevent such things. And you start thinking, what is life about? Whether dedicating your energy, channelizing your forces to help them is going to contribute anything to their life? Yes. Moment you realize that, you are helping yourself. It's a great sense of developing identity, your space in this surrounding, your psychological methods to improve your resilience. You are facing their difficult challenges, and every day you are improving. What you were not able to do on day 1, you are able to do on day 10. Same is the phenomena of social connections in a group. Giving, my dear friend, is one of the great method of improving your self-worth. Once your self-worth is improved, you know that you are in control and you can control your situation. That's the advantage of connecting with people without any material benefit. There will always be a psychological and a spiritual benefit, and that is why you should perform such duties. The next thing to remember, what will help you, is physical health. Physical health is extremely important to remain mentally healthy or psychologically robust. Only a healthy mind resides in a healthy body. brain health is closely associated to psychological well-being, and therefore we all must learn how to keep your brain healthy, how to keep your body healthy. If I cite some statistics, you will be surprised that 60% of people who are medically ill suffer from one or the other psychological disorder. Similarly, more than half of psychiatrically ill subjects develop one or the other physical disorder. Because body does not exist, cannot work without involvement of mind. The mental mechanisms control your blood pressure, glucose level, your pulse rate, your heart rate, your metabolism. Every physiological function is maintained by smooth functioning of your mind. And therefore, physical health is reflection of a healthy mind. In fact, it is not merely reflection of healthy body. Now, how do you maintain a good physical health? There comes the value of discipline. Your social discipline, psychological discipline, biological discipline.